All right, good morning and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, coming to you live from my backyard, Ravenscar. Drinking coffee, not eating donuts. All right, happy Tuesday. The long weekend is over. The week begins. Lots going on. Oh, noisy again. You can hear the traffic, but I don't know if I can show you the sunrise or not. It looks like it's going to be a pretty sunrise. Cool. I like sunrises. I'm a sunrise sort of guy. I like seeing the sunrise. Gives me hope. Hey, good morning, Alan. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Surrender. The early crew has arrived. Yeah, I'm going to drink some more coffee. So, kind of a rough night last night, but so be it. I'm not getting old. I'm getting more susceptible to the effects of gravity. So I was looking at the bicycle. Hey, Donald, good morning. Yeah, I had the bicycle crash again yesterday. I had a picnic basket strapped to the back of the bicycle. We had been doing a family picnic, and somehow one of the straps broke and got eaten by the tire, which dragged everything else into the tire, and so the bike stopped. I didn't. I started flying, and then the bike came with me. And I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, I'm kind of tore up. Someone asked about the leg. Ow. So assorted parts of my body are road rashed, and the bike is trashed. Good morning, Jonathan. You got Facebook jail time. So, hey, good morning, Bonnie. Good morning, Sherry. Yeah, I got a few more scars. Chicks dig scars, right? I'll throw some lantana leaf on it later. There's proven there's some water-soluble compounds in lantana leaf that speed up the healing of wounds. So hopefully that will help. It should help. Now remember, lantana, very poisonous if taken internally, so only for external use. Hey, good morning, Dina. How are you today? Hey, good morning. All right, Mike, you're funny. For the good morning drive and Dr. Daredevil. Yeah, I do my own stunts, is I believe what the t-shirt says. I got it. So, not that this caused the accident, but I find, ducks. Oh, sorry. I find Mrs. Weather is a lot nicer to me when she thinks I've almost died. So, well, that chicks like brains and balance. That could be too. I got comfrey. I'm good with comfrey. I got plenty of comfrey. Once you have a little bit of comfrey, soon you have a lot of comfrey. Hey, good morning, Kimberlyn. Hey, good morning, Cleo. It's good to finally meet you, Cleo. Good morning, Roxana. What else is going on Tuesday? I don't know. Just watching the world. Crawling from the wreckage. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Oh, shout out to you all who have been purchasing the Medicine Man stuff. We've been making enough or selling enough per day to squeak by, so that's good. The sale is over, but you're the tall Tom Cruise of Houston. Okay. I was thinking more like not Tom Cruise. I don't like Tom Cruise. It's not that I don't like Tom Cruise. It's that he gets to be a bit much after a while. Oh well. Hey, good morning, Terry. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Kimberly. Hey, Jackie. Back on schedule since the little one started school. I'm here live for once. Oh, it's good for you to be live. Yeah, Cynthia, I'm glad I didn't break any bones. I don't know if you can see. Probably not. I got a really weird bruise on my thumb. And actually, the palm of my hand is starting to already heal. So, hey, good morning, Jackie. Hey, Terry. The knees are skinned up and bleeding and stinging a lot. Hey, Elizabeth. Good morning, Jordan. Yeah, Tom Cruise does his own stunts and is 50-some years old. I got to give him that. Ow, ow, ow. Sorry, I have to bend my knee here. And bending the knee causes things to tear open. But so be it. Oh. Mm. One of the hard parts is, so Mrs. Weather is a snuggler. So when I'm sleeping, she's like, spider monkeyed all around me. And so several times during the night in her spider monkerings, she managed to run her foot down across like the scrape on my knee, or her fingernails hit the one on my shoulder. And it's like, yeah, I love you. Oh, hey, Tim, thanks. No, I'm good there. Good morning, Joe. Yeah. But, yeah, I think I'm going to start hiring a stunt person. So if there's any 6'5" goofy-looking people out there looking to save me from myself, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. Good morning. Ooh, dive bomb. Chirpy is here. Chirp. Chirp. Man, okay. I'm not even going to try and talk over Chirpy. Hey, good morning, John. Man, loud bird. All right, so what else do we got going on? Anyone have other interesting stuff from the weekend? Oh, Joe, just to fill you up to speed, I had a real bad bicycle crash yesterday. Not as bad as the one that put me in the hospital, but the surface of Merriweather is pretty tore up. But no concussion, no broken bones, nothing like that this time. Man, someone is upset. Yeah, we just got a lot of birds back here. Wondering, ooh, you better not be after my elderberries. Nuh-uh, no. Those are my elderberries, bird. All right. But, yeah, so I've come to the conclusion, Jackie, that I'm no longer going to ride bicycles. I was going to get a bicycle. I love riding bicycles. I think there seemed to be a problem with the bicycle that I had, the one that I've had all the problems with. As I went to the bike shop, the bike lane here in the Woodlands, and go ask Ken, and got fitted and everything, and this is supposed to be the bike. And while I ordered it, and they had it in and assembled it for me and fitted it and everything again, and then I took it home, went for a ride around the block, came to to pull into my driveway on the bicycle. There's a little bit of lip. The tire hit that. The tire went sideways, but the steering wheel or the handlebars stayed straight. They didn't tighten the bolt in the handlebar column, and down I went. And so I took it back to them, and they were very apologetic and gave me a bunch of free stuff and redid the bike and and off I went. And then the person, and actually then I rode for 2.5 years every night in the neighborhood, and put close to 1,000 miles on the bike. And then the car door incident, when a lady opened the car door just as I was coming through and knocked me out and broke my ribs and gave me a concussion and all that. And then I stopped riding for a while. I had to get the bike repaired. Got the bike repaired, and then my daughter went bicycling with some of her friends, and one of them borrowed the bike and crashed it. And then yesterday I finally got it out and running and fixed up and went bicycling, and then schwunk. So I'm thinking it was a cursed bike. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, we were doing chainsaw relief workout in Sulphur, Louisiana over the weekend. Mormon helping hands, over 800 people out. Texas Baptist men had 16 temps. Awesome. Now, bucket truck from far away is Rochester, New York. Very cool. Yeah, there's still a lot going on. When I was out in Jasper this last weekend, all the hotels were filled with power crews because a lot of the power companies working in Louisiana were being staged in Jasper because that was like the closest place that had power and internet. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Bernice. Did I have to? I had to walk the bike about 2 miles, so not bad. Here we go. Here's a great one. All right, Chris, how do you feel about the lawns versus gardens debate? Better for the environment to have a food garden or manicured lawn? Far, far, far and above gardens. Gardens. Get rid of the grass. Bring back the gardens. Improve food security. Improve food health. The downside is a lot of people don't have the desire or the skills to actually make gardens, but I think they should be allowed. I don't think homeowners associations should be allowed to say, no, you can't have a garden there. Now, then you get into the whole property value debate, and some people just throw some weeds out there and call it a garden, and da-da-da. So it's complex, but I think we need to find a way to replace as many yards as we can with gardens. So, like, my backyard here. If you can see it. I mean, there's no grass here. It's all plants. So, yeah, one of the things when I was over in China, and we talked a little bit yesterday about the food shortages in China, but every open area was filled with vegetables and fruit trees and cabbages and all this sort of thing. The little medians along the sidewalk, and there were no just open fields there was no just landscaping for the sake of landscaping. It was pretty much all edible food because they need so much, and China has very little farmable land. So yeah, definitely gardens over lawns. All right, Tina, that's good. You got to take care of yourself. You got to be ready for me to come up pig hunting. Kayaking is funner. You land in water when you crash. I have my kayak. I just haven't had it out because it's not heavy or anything. It's just cumbersome, and usually I don't have the time to go anywhere fun. Kayaking is like 2 hours away. And so it's like a whole day thing. And then the family can't come with me because I only have the one kayak. I'm really thinking of selling my kayak. Hey, good morning, Nancy. Oh, you've been having rain? What are you getting mushrooms in too? Ooh, Cynthia. What do you do with the sunflowers? So the main thing is I nibble on the petals, the yellow petals of the flowers. Those taste pretty good. I'll mix them in with salads. A long time ago, a person showed me how you take the very young, tiny buds and boil them and then saute them in butter. And it's okay. It's more just a chunk of greenery that's been sauteed in butter and garlic. So sometimes I'll chop those up and add them to stews and other things where I'm just trying to bulk up the vegetable content. But that's the main things. And then attract birds. Hey, good morning, Deanna. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Kathleen. Hey, Kathleen. Sitting waiting for a dog. Speaking of which, how are the gams? Hey, still as sexy as ever. I feel like blood and scar tissue and peeled skin, that is. Whoop, there it goes. Okay, so, yes, good morning. Have you kayaked Spring Creek? Yes, multiple times. The problem with Spring Creek is it's really only navigable between flow rates. When the flow rate at the I-45 flow rate monitor, and there's a spot online you could do it, I want to say it has to be between 400 cubic feet per minute and up to about 900 cubic feet per minute in that little window. A lot of times the flow rate is less than 100 cubic feet per minute, and you end up just walking the whole length of Spring Creek and dragging your kayak behind you, which sucks. So to kayak Spring Creek, you have to have rain at just the right time beforehand to have enough water in it, but not so much water that it becomes dangerous, because above 900 cubic feet per second or per minute, there are a lot of down trees and stuff in it, and it's easy to get tangled up in those. So I love kayaking Spring Creek, but getting it so that there's enough water on a Saturday when I could actually do it has proven very tricky. Now, Cypress Creek is better. Cypress Creek usually has enough water in it. There are launch places, if you're daring and brave, to launch from I-45 and also the Hardy Toll Road. Another thing that works well is you launch on Spring Creek at the Jesse H. Jones Nature Center, or yeah. I was going to say you could go back to the Mercer Arboretum, but that one is on Cypress Creek. But anyway, you launch at Jesse H. Jones, you go down the creek, you go up the San Jacinto, because the current coming from the San Jacinto isn't very hard. You go up as long as you want, and then you turn around and come back, and then exit Spring Creek at 59. And that works pretty well. And one of the things I like to do, there were some sandbars along the San Jacinto, so I would launch in the evening from Jesse H. Jones, paddle up Spring Creek, find a nice sandbar, spend the night, and then come back down and exit, and then would be picked up down at 59. Hey, good morning, Johnny. Yeah, I've heard. I've often wanted to kayak that, but the people I've talked to have said they've come out of there with weird diseases and skin issues and so forth. So I'm thinking no. And like I've kayaked up on the Lake Woodlands, and it's boring. So for the amount of work of getting the kayak up on the thing and getting all your stuff and driving somewhere and then taking the kayak down and doing it, and I just like. And especially if I've done it, a bunch of times already. I like a really good place to kayak. Ooh, Brandon, do you have a kayak? As if you get a kayak, we need to go out to Lake Charlotte, which is halfway between Houston and Beaumont on I-10, and it's a wonderful uh, cypress swamp and lake and channels, and really, really, really cool. Jennifer, I've switched to peaceful kayaking versus kayaking with the alligators at Armand Bayou. Yeah, I can understand the that. Alligators frighten me. They're big, they're mean, they're hungry, and I am little. Let's see. North Lake Conroe. Is that Stubblefield Lake? Stubblefield was nice. That's pretty much where the river feeds into uh, Lake Conroe, and so it kind of meanders through the woods and so forth. And that was pleasant. Now I want to go kayaking. I wonder if Mrs. Weather would let me go kayaking. I don't know when I'm having time to go kayaking. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so you've been to Lake Charlotte, Mike? Yeah, it's beautiful. So on Lake Charlotte, there's this lake, and at the northern end, there's a channel that goes out, and it's like 15 feet across. And you go down this channel, and it goes to another channel, and that goes to the San Jacinto River, and then that flows down the river for a while. And then there's another small channel that leads back into Lake Charlotte. So it's like a 13-mile loop, which you need to be in shape for. I found you would think on the San Jacinto you are flowing with the current, but it's still close enough to the coast that if the tide's coming in, the river will be flowing backwards, so you'll be fighting the current. And then if there's a wind, usually the wind will be blowing too. So it can actually be, at the wrong time of day, it can actually be a battle to paddle down the San Jacinto there. But the Lake Charlotte itself is just nice, hanging amongst the cypress and everything. Yeah, I've done the Angelina River. I did a 2-day trip on that. Started at the dam, up the Angelina, and took out at I guess Martin Dice Jr. Is that the one? Yeah, and the B slow and all that. Yeah, that was nice. The first day, from the dam to where we finally camped, it was just houses after houses along the shore, and so that part wasn't so great. But then once you get into the more of the public lands, the park areas, and so forth, then it became really nice. Yikes. Yep. Lake Charlotte has some paths into adjacent lakes. Some are hopping with fish. If you like alligator gar, if you like fishing for alligator gar, Lake Charlotte is a great place for that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. You've never done any kayaking with me, though, have you, Brandon? We need to do that. There used to be a nice launch on the San Jacinto River at 242, and we take that down, and then the San Jacinto meets up with Spring Creek, and then we'd head down and be picked up at 59. But I had some friends that had a kayak trailer that could hold like 8 kayaks and everything, and so it was great going with them. All right. Yeah. We definitely I need to take you up to Lake Charlotte. You would like Lake Charlotte. Oh, cool. My wife and I met through an outdoor social club. I used to lead lake kayaking and camping trips. Awesome. Ooh, Lake Houston has a lot of alligator gar too. Alligator gar are just freaky prehistoric looking fish. But They put up a hell of a fight, though, that's for sure. My balls itch. Looking at the sky. I didn't check the weather today. I need to check the weather. We're getting some more rain. We had some huge downpours here yesterday. My rain barrels are all filled up. It's really nice. I haven't done the Upper Brazos. I need to check that out. I want to do the, what is it, the Nietzsche River, Natchez? No, what is it? The East Texas, supposed to be really pretty. Nietzsche. Maybe that's what we need to do, Brandon, because then we could probably, we'd be close to Uncommon Bees, and we might be able to have him help us. So, yeah, let's set up we need to set up an overnight kayak trip. It's the kayak I bought. I bought it specifically for kayak camping. So it has nice big cargo areas in it. Guffison State Park is nice for sunset paddles. That's it. Lori, you are right. Yeah, the Nietzsche's. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nietzsche's. It's funny. My wife has paddled the Colorado River, but I have yet to. One of the companies she used to work for, they did a team building exercise. They all went on a day-long canoe trip there. You have the sit-in kayak, right, Brandon? Not a sit-on. So, we could either do Lake Charlotte. They have a campground there at Lake Charlotte, and so you can, it's like $5 to spend the night there. I've done that. It's really nice, and then we could bum around and have campfires and stuff like that. Natchez. Okay, local. Whoops, where'd it go? Okay, Chris says locals to the area call it the Natchez River. Okay. Oh, Jackie. Cool. No. Sorry, elbow hurts. My understanding, yeah, it's possible to do a multi-day trip on the Natchez River. So that would be good. Looks like we might have to plan something. All right, let's figure this out. Let's figure out some dates. That's always the hard part. But I think we could. I was reading this book. It was about a guy who paddled the Natchez River and then convinced people to become a scenic waterway trail sort of thing. Oh, look, we got a person that needs to be blocked. Goodbye. Let's just nuke this guy. And delete comment. And delete comment. All right, we're back. Okay, hey, good morning, Billy. Sorry, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Robert. Okay, Chris, you grew up in Anderson County? So when I think of Anderson County, I mean, I'm just up there. It's like straight north of Houston. Beautiful courthouse there. And I was thinking the Natchez River was east. We'll figure something out. Oh. Yeah, every so often we get people that show up to just spread crap here. So I nuke them. Sick Chirpy on the troll. Nah, I don't want Chirpy to get involved. Chirpy is royalty. We let Chirpy do what Chirpy wants. Let's see. Where was it? The Mike, you were described it. There it is. Okay. So for kayak camping, I run a Wilderness Tarpon 12, sit on top, and for day trips, I run a 15-foot Liquid Logic, sit inside. So I have the Manta Ray, the Heritage Watercraft Manta Ray 12-foot, and or no, it's a 14-foot, and it works pretty well. I can carry way more gear than I need in it. Over the years, I've figured out how to not carry as much gear. One thing, at my old job, we used to get cement samples sent in these blue 5-gallon sealable barrels, not a bucket. It was like a mini little barrel with this great waterproof lid and everything, and I got several of those that I use when I'm out, and they work great for carrying my gear. And if they fall over for some reason, they'll float, unless I have it too full. They keep everything waterproof. But yeah, now I'm thinking I need to get out in the kayak again. Screw the bicycle. I'm done with bicycles. As much as I love bicycles, I'm done. Oh, Anderson Town, not Anderson County. Okay. When I think of Anderson, I think of... Oh, yeah, here he says, I grew up in Anderson County. So, I don't know. All right, Kathleen, stay safe. Have fun at the doctor's office. Enjoy looking at sexy legs. Yeah, after trying out different kayaks, I went with the Heritage. I like it. Oh, hey, Surrender, are you still here? Good morning, everyone. Any dog trainers in there? I think my dog has learned to wake me up even though she doesn't need out. Apparently no reason for waking me up, but it is intentional. That's a good question. Any tips, Surrender? How to change the actions of a dog without using a squirt gun or anything? Yeah, I will say right now is good weather for kayaking, which of course means I'm completely booked up with everything else in my life. Okay, so Nechi is a great river for canoe and take overnight trip. I live in, Angelina County. So is there ever a problem with the water being too low? Because that's the one thing that's frustrating when you get there and you end up having to drag your kayak the whole way. So, I will admit last night, I was looking at trikes, but I just couldn't go that route. No, I'm not going to get a trike. Ooh, maybe I could get a unicycle. Yeah, a unicycle should be only half as dangerous as a bicycle. There's an idea. But yeah, there's if you're willing to drive, there's some really nice areas to go kayaking. It's just a matter of getting there, and of course, sorry, I got a bug on my computer. The nice thing about the Lake Charlotte is it is a big loop, so you really only need one vehicle, whereas all the rivers and stuff you need multiple, and so I don't know. Yeah, I've done that on Village Creek, and yeah, Village Creek is okay. It's fairly bland in a way, I guess. Ooh, yeah. So there's an Austin kayak place just right on the edge of our neighborhood. I used to hang out there a lot, but then I just got too busy. I'm joking. My older brother Steve rides a unicycle, though. He got one when he was, pre-high school, so middle school, and he learned to ride it, and he still has it. And then I think just recently he gave it to one of my younger brother's sons, so one of the nephews. Yeah, he used to unicycle around the campus where he was at. I've heard a lot about Caddo Lake, but I've never really looked into it more than just like the surface of it. So I don't know. We need to figure something out. I need to go on an adventure. I need to see mountains again, Gandalf. Mountains. The my wife was saying, "Well, you teach the classes. You're outside. You're in nature. Isn't that great? Isn't it like an adventure?" It's like, no, that's walking the same path I've walked dozens of times, entertaining, edutaining people. It's not an adventure. It's not going out and bonding with nature. It's helping other people know how to bond to nature, which is awesome. And I love it because I feel like a rock star when I'm doing it, because all of you treat me like a rock star when I do it. But I need more. I need more. Oh, hey, it's time for the group take. Yay! All right, the liver pill. Let's get those livers healthy and supported and clean. Doing the 4 there. Just taking them all at once. And just getting it done with. Mm. The brain pill. Okay, so I decided I'm going to start taking 1 brain pill before the show, and then I'll take the other 2 for the total of 3 for the day during the show. So I'm taking 2 now because I decided, you know what, I need more than just coffee in the morning. So, but brain pill, 3 a day. And oh, I was worried for a minute. I thought I was out of immune pill. The immune pill, support, maintain, prepare, fight. And 3 of those a day. Mm. Superpowers activated. Ah. Cool. Yeah. And that's like I tell people, that's what I was put here to do, is to show people the miracles around them, because there are so many miracles around them that have been forgotten. And, people kind of appreciate nature. Holy moly. Sorry, there are some really dark clouds off to the south there. And they're moving really fast. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, appreciate nature, get in touch with nature, love nature, all that sort of jazz. Spring Creek is a fun trip. When the water level is up, you don't even have to worry about gators because it's spring fed. Cool. Now, that's interesting because Spring Creek is a combination of spring fed, and then also a lot of water from water treatment plants. But there are alligators in it. Yep. And I do a lot of that. There's times when it's just me out in like the Sam Houston. I have a little spot, and out I go. Go out there for a night and a day. But I also like people like having Brandon around, or Carl, my other friend, and being out in the woods with some like-minded souls. Yeah, it's wondering if I might have to. I think I might have to be ready just to run inside there. So be it. We got 6 more minutes. But all right, so yeah, we need to figure out a group kayak trip. From a logistics point of view, because I hate the whole shuttling cars and all that. That just takes up time that could be spent doing other things. I'm still thinking Lake Charlotte. Lake Charlotte is really cool. I need to see if the campgrounds are still there. The camping pass, it used to be like $5 to camp out there. The one issue is you had to go to the Waxahachie courthouse and pay for it, but I was able to do that through fax and mail them a check. So let's think about this. Okay, so Chris, can you forage downstream from water treatment plants? I do. The main issue, the main two issues are E. coli, which can, when you wash your plants beforehand, rinse them off in some vinegar, takes care of that. The other is pharmaceutical drugs, which are already in the water supply anyway, because the water treatment plants don't break them down. So even your tap water is loaded with all sorts of, small doses of pharmaceutical drugs. So you're already getting that. So as long as you wash it, it's fine. Okay, Lake Charlotte. Lake Charlotte. Man, we still need to do the Mexican restaurant too. Let me talk to Mrs. Weather and see when I can escape. As like I said, I got a lot of classes coming up. And the nice thing about Lake Charlotte, then, if there's it's a big area. It's not too used. Was it Ike or Harvey? It was shut down for a while after one of the hurricanes, and I have not checked on it to see if the camping area is back open. But I think it is. But yeah. Oh, and it's mainly wooded. If you are looking to throw up a hammock, you might have a problem with that because a lot of the trees are spaced farther. Holy moly, that's getting creepy looking. It's better for tent or car camping or something like that. The kayak you might be okay with depending on where you are. But let me look into that and see what we can find. Yeah, someone had like a nephew that owned a Mexican restaurant, or a brother-in-law, or a son-in-law, or something like that, or a sister-in-law downtown Houston somewhere, and we were talking about that way back. Holy, I don't know if I can. Let's see. Yeah, it's not doing it justice, but the clouds are doing this sort of thing. It's a little unnerving. All right, it's getting really dark. So that's what I have overhead here. Whoa. Oh well, so be it. God loves foragers. And he wouldn't dare dilute my coffee. Hey, good morning, Stacy. In what appears to be a fairly stormy wow, I just gotta. What to do? So, anyway, yeah, cloudy. Chris, yes, if you don't have a kayak, you can bring a pierogi. I was watching Godzilla movies yesterday. You can tell by the way my puppet now speaks. Whoa. Look at those things go. This is, man. This is dark here. And the camera is not doing it justice. Chirp. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Time to go. All right, everybody. Yeah, so as usual, much love to you all. And stay safe and stay cool. And we love you. And we love each other. And tomorrow we meet again. So have a great day. Bye.